This is Doug Walker. You're watching The Crazy House, Crazy McCormick.
What up, y'all? Welcome to the Crazy House. As you know, I am your host, Crazy McCormick. There's been a couple of changes with the way that I fucking feel about myself. In a positive way, though. Keep that in mind. I don't know if anybody actually was able to notice or not, but nevertheless. So, before we get on to the show, I definitely got to do what I usually do, and that is talk about myself. You know what I'm saying? Let's see. Oh, first and foremost, Dragon Slayer saying that he did enjoy SummerSlam. I didn't watch it. I did not watch it. However, I did hear about what happened with the World Heavyweight title. And I also saw a video aftermath of everybody singing Seth Rollins' entrance theme as everybody was leaving the venue, and one guy losing his fucking mind, which I thought was kind of funny to me. Wow, homie, you look 10 years younger. I ended up getting the fade, but like I didn't actually like what I saw in the aftermath. I get my hair cut. Okay? After a long while of actually waiting around trying to get my fucking hair cut, I go to the fucking place and I tell them I want 1 to 1.5 inches all around my head. This woman did this to me. Shaved the sides almost all the way down and then just left 1.5 inches up here in the front and on the top. Nothing in the back. So I'm not happy about that. But I got to make do with what I got, and hopefully my hair will grow out long enough that I'll possibly be able to get somewhere some semblance of what it is that I want by gathering time. Until then, I decided that I'm just going to have to deal with it, make do with what I got, and for the next week and a half, and possibly even longer, just going to have to deal with the fact that I look like a fat lesbian. But the next day after that, or actually no, it was yesterday, my daughter and all my family members ended up coming back from a family get-together. They usually go camping every around this time every year. And so my daughter comes back, she's like, Dad, what? Adventure. Bet. All right, let's go. So we fucking go to the video game store. She finally finds a video game that she's been hunting for months. Persona 3 for the PS4. I, on the other hand, ended up finding some actually very interesting gems. This one, I did not even know existed. Hanna-Barbera's Wacky Races for the fucking Sega Dreamcast. I know I also come to find out that there's actually a Nintendo version of this for the regular NES, but if you guys remember old school Hanna-Barbera, Dick Dastardly and Muttley as main villains in the Hanna-Barbera series, they're in this. So I thought that was cool. I was like, I have to get this. And on top of that, like if you saw the value price was actually $59.99 on here, I actually paid only $36.99. But then another gem that I fucking found. I've never had this ever. I've never even played it, despite me knowing it exists. Mario Kart Double Dash for the Nintendo GameCube, and complete in box. So, hell yeah. That's what's up. As a friend on YouTube also would say. Anthony Purcell says, you got a haircut, Mr. Spiffy. Save some pussy for the rest of us. Damn, wait till Tom Wood sees you. No shit, right? I mean, I'm not gay or nothing, but Tom Wood is Tom Wood. You know what I'm saying? See, I've never played Double Dash, but I love the concept of it, where you have two characters on one fucking golf cart or go-kart at the same, throughout the thing, and I never got a chance to play it. So when I get the chance, I mean, I do have a Dreamcast, so I will be checking that out. And it just sucks that they never kept the Double Dash engine in any of the forthcoming Mario Kart games, especially with the new one that came out on the Nintendo Switch. Like, what the fuck is that? Other than that, job has been fucking good. Fucking around with ChatGPT. I've been using ChatGPT lately as a means to fucking scream into the void, as well as taking a look at personality traits and psychology for specific people. Usually ones that don't have any working water in their house. The ones with broken toilets. That's been fun. And basically just telling ChatGPT about some of the things that I talk about here on this show. I don't want to use Grok because all it took was a mere matter of hours for Grok 4 to pop up before the troll community convinced it that it was Mecha Hitler, according to what I saw on The Amazing Atheist. Save some Tom Wood for the Miss Bomb. Oh, don't worry. Like, I mean, I'm pretty sure that I would get shut down by Tom Wood. But damn, that hair and the Wrangler jeans and the fucking boots. You know what I'm saying? I'm just like that goes without saying. Like I said before, I'm not gay or nothing, but Tom Wood is Tom Wood. All right. So with that being said, let's go ahead and get the fuck out of this, and let's go into the news and information that I actually give a shit about. All right. So first and foremost, we got to talk about this. Q Strange is coming back. Unfortunately, though, he doesn't go by the name Q Strange anymore, which is fucking ridiculous. It's like, no, dude, like, sorry, not sorry, but like, if you were Q Strange in 1998 and you were Q Strange in 2000 when you released Creation to Execution, ain't no fucking way that I'm gonna be calling you Strano. All right, like that's the rap name that he wants to fucking go on as now. Quentin Strano or Strano or whatever the fuck. No. No, you are Q Strange, okay? I am not calling you by another name. You have any idea how long it took for me personally to fucking break people from calling me what I used to call myself before I realized you can't really just give yourself a name? Like, before I was Crazy McCormick, I went through as a moniker called Goat Boy because I'm a big Jim Brewer fan, or I was at the time, and I liked to imitate the whole Goat Boy gimmick that he fucking did on SNL. Yeah. And I was actually pretty good at it until my voice fucking got destroyed from trying to scream vocals of Pantera at the top of my lungs during a karaoke session because the bitch kept on turning my mic down. That's why I sound the way I sound. Well, that, and I also quit smoking and strictly vape. But anyways, Q Strange is made an announcement. I don't know if, I think this is on, it looks like it's on Facebook. So on the Book of Faces, he writes, Creation Execution 2, The Resurgence. Yes, it's really happening. And I have to say, I'm happy about that because, like, I was a huge Q Strange fan with Creation Execution. Although listening to it now, like, the whole concept was cool as fuck at the very beginning of it because, like, 2000 was like, that era of horrorcore and underground hip hop was actually very special. Due to the fact that there were very few fucking people that came out, but the ones that did came out with fucking bangers. And Q Strange actually fucking stuck out quite a bit. Out of all of the other underground rappers during that time, I mean, there were a small portion of them, but this one really stuck out to me the most. So the concept of Creation to Execution is that he is a clone that was raised in a lab and experimented on. He breaks out and goes on a fucking murder spree. Of course, like, early 2000s, when I first heard it, it was like 2001, 2002, the first time I ever heard Q Strange. And I thought it was interesting just the fact that it was a concept album similar to the likes of King Diamond, which I didn't know about at the time. But usually with King Diamond's albums, it's like the whole album is a fucking story. And the same thing goes for Creation to Execution, where it's a story from front to back, from the beginning of the album all the way to the end of the album, and he's rapping about his ongoings and surroundings. So that makes me think that Creation Execution 2 might possibly be the same thing, maybe where he left off in the original album, or it could be like a new creation. Once again, another Q that was cloned. So I'm curious to see how this works. I do like the album, the art cover for the album, Creation Execution 2, The Resurgence. This actually looks pretty cool. So the other thing that was posted about this, and by the way, I listened to the first album now, and it sounds fucking corny as shit. But I like Q Strange nevertheless. Eternal Bliss was actually my favorite song, and whatever the I think there was like another song, I can't remember the name. Heroin was another song that I really liked. because it really like talks about like as heroin is how he's rapping and how he talks about how he makes you feel better upon injection, but then starts going through the psychological edge of what fucking heroin does to your body when you have the come down and how you need it more and more and more. But then there was this other song that I really liked called, I can't remember the name of the title, but the hook was like, "Hi, I'm just a regular guy. That's the illusion I made on the outside. Inside, I got a sick mind. When the mask goes on, prepare to die." Which I thought was really an interesting song in and of itself when you think about it on a psychological level. But he ended up popping this up on the Book of Faces as well, where just like out of nowhere, all of a sudden, the creative floodgates opened and the sequel concept idea finally came to me, and now I can't stop writing. No release date yet, but this is what I'm doing the rest of the summer. That's cool to see that Q Strange is going to be making a comeback. I thought that was really cool. But like we already got some other stuff that is going to be coming out, and now since they have been released from the clutches of the evil entity that is Magic Ninja Entertainment, I can actually talk about Al Azul Ilu now. In this case, Billy Obey is coming out, if he hasn't already, a solo album called Rhyme Book of the Recently Deceased. Obviously a playoff of Beetlejuice, which I think is really cool. And of course, you know, you can get your pre-order. Oh yeah, it's on pre-order right now. So you'll be able to get the CD and possibly a whole bunch of other combinations of shit. Whether it be like the Billy Goat and Ghost Forever faces, embroidered jerseys and shorts, a rhyme book of the recently deceased CD, the sticker, a Soul Reader shirt, a recently deceased shirt. Looks like there's a keychain, a lyric book, and I'm sure that there's combinations of all this other shit. Let's see, like Gore-Tex changed his name to Lord Goat due to a lawsuit. I didn't mind it at all. Really? Gore-Tex had to change his name, huh? I don't think Q had to fucking change his name, though. I think he's just, like, trying to get away from fucking Q Strange, because, like, maybe he realizes how corny it was back in the day. I don't know. Alright, so next piece of business. Rozakelt, never mind. Mad Max is coming out with a Gather EP, and I believe it's already available on Spotify. Yeah, just so you know, any chance that I get that I can shit on Rozakelt, I will take it. Nobody cares. Exactly. Fuck Rozakelt. I'm Team Tally Demon anyway, so fuck Rozakelt. But nevertheless, Mad Max came out with a Gather EP. I guess this is probably in celebration of the fact that he's on the second stage, or maybe he was already planning on coming out with this already. I'm not 100%. But nevertheless, it is on Spotify, according to what it said on Fago Lovers, because that's where I stole this from. But I would assume as much that you could possibly also find it on YouTube Music. If you're a fan or not a fan of Mad Max, give it a gander. Listen to the shit. I mean, we watched a music video from Mad Max last week, and that Merry-Go-Round Broke Down track is fucking fire. So I would assume that it's going to be some other shit very similar to that. More underground shit we've got here. Low Key and Batty Bat, husband and wife, are coming out with a new fucking album. The Machine is Awake Experience Algorithm. I'm assuming that's what it's called, the whole fucking thing. Their haircuts are kind of weirding me out here. But then again, what do I know about fucking hairstyles? You know what I'm saying? Now, obviously, they're like it says on the bottom here, new album from Low Key and Batty Bat, now streaming worldwide. Go on the website, you can go on to Shadowland Shop, and you can get your physical CD, different variations. Looks like T-shirts, some jackets, or jerseys, hoodies, whatever. That fucking gator thing. I still don't understand the whole gator thing. But whatever. Apparently people like to put on their mask. Me, on the other hand, I personally don't think that it's a... I don't understand the concept of the mask. Half you motherfuckers are already putting on a mask already as it is. Do we really need to put a mask on top of the mask? I'm just putting it out there. Psychologically speaking, there's a lot of y'all motherfuckers that do put on a mask. I try not to do that. I try to give you what it is that I, the best version of me that I possibly can. However, the shades I actually just decided to put on at the last second, just for a throwback to see who it pisses off. Because I'm in that mood. I think it's kind of funny. It's a throwback, if you will, to a different YouTuber. If you know, you know. All right, we do have to get into some wicked shit news, so we got to talk about the fat rapping clowns, the Insane Clown Posse themselves. Apparently, they're coming on another leg on the Insane Clown Posse on tour, and they're bringing JCW along with them. So, right after the gathering, hell, after, I would say like right after Lights Out 7, I believe is what it is. So the month of November, and this is not it. What the hell is wrong with me? This is September. September, they're going on, I believe this is what, their third leg? Their third leg of the Insane Clown Posse on tour. So hopefully this isn't just a giant dick. You see what I did there? Anywho, so here are the dates that they got going on. Starting on the 9th, they're going to be in West Des Moines, Tennessee, at the Val Air Ballroom. On the 10th, Oklahoma City, Oklahoma, at the Criterion, and as we all know, fuck Oklahoma. On 9/11, they're going to be in Dallas, Texas, at the Bomb Factory. Who fucking booked this? Of all the dates, they just had to pick 9/11. I can only imagine Jade be like, hey, we got to be at the Bomb Factory on 9/11 because it's fucking funny. But anyways, it's got a little asterisk right next to it. So in the asterisk on there, it says JCW Lunacy only on these select dates. So from the 11th to the 17th, they are going to have 6 recorded episodes of JCW, starting in Dallas, Texas at the Bomb Factory on 9/11. Oh God, the only thing that can make this worse is if they fucking had it opened up by Bill Cosby. Bill Cosby on 9/11 featuring Insane Clown Posse. That would just be terrible. Alright, so September 12th in San Antonio, Texas at the SP. 9/13/25 is when they're going to be doing the South Padre Island, Texas Ultra Live Monster 5 show. How in the fuck are you going to throw this in the mix of the tour that you're already fucking on? I guess just in case people somehow tend to forget that the Ultra Live Monster 5 number 5 show exists? I don't know. September 14th in Houston, Texas. Man, they're all over fucking Texas in this bitch. So let's see. Houston, Texas on the 14th. The Lawn at White Music Hall. Let's see. On September 16th, Fayetteville, Arkansas at JJ's Live. The 17th is going to be in Memphis, Tennessee at the Minglewood Hall. And to close out this leg, on the 19th of September, Louisville, Kentucky at Louder Than Life. Is that like a fucking... Is that an actual location? Or is that like a festival? Curiosity's striking me on this bitch. However, that is the third leg of the Insane Clown Posse on tour, as we have been fucking... or at least I have been calling it. Because there's really no name for this fucking tour that they've seen. And you know, like, Juggalos know that ICP tends to have, like, a specific theme for the tours that they go on. And this has been the same thing for all 3 legs of this fucking United States tour. There's no name. So, that's why I've been calling it the Insane Clown Posse on Tour Tour. And we also have some gathering news before we get into the music videos. So first off, the timeline actually has been fucking posted. So they posted this on Instagram. I got this from their fucking website. And they put this shit up, but they did not really fucking finish up all of the other announcements that they're going to be putting out. And they've already put out flyers for it that show all of the acts and artists that are going to be a part of the Gathering of the Juggalos this year. They've already put this out. They've already put out some other shit, but there's still some things on here that they have not yet fucking announced. So I'd say until we fucking see all of the other announcements, I'm really not going to do anything about this. But I will say this. There are a lot of constricting fucking things when it concerns how they're doing this shit. And what I mean by that is there are sometimes 2, maybe even 3 things that are going on at the exact same time that I really wanted to fucking go. So I think next week, what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring this up and I'm going to go through the entire fucking timeline and I'm going to, like, live here on the show, I guess I might as well just fucking go through my itinerary and see what it is that I want to check out, because I'm going to have to rewatch all of my old shows. I'm going to have to see what I thought was fresh, what I thought was whack, what stuff I can fucking that I really want to see, find out what some of these things that I can actually fucking just whatever, you know what I'm saying? Because we've been watching a lot of these music videos and I've been making my decisions as to whether or not something's fat or fucking whack. And so we're going to have to go through all of this stuff all over again. And next week, I guess we'll just fuck around with the itinerary and we'll see, okay, where do I want to be at what time, and we'll fucking go through this entire itinerary together. So, this is it. Some of the things that we can point out, though, we'll talk about the main shit right now, just due to the fact that there's not really a whole lot that's going on from 6 to 11 on most of these fucking, on all of these nights. So first and foremost, let's talk about Wednesday, August 13th, the first night. Main stage is going to be hosted by MC Lars and DJ Chunk. And this is how it's going down right now. At 6 o'clock, they're starting off the fucking, they're starting off main stage with Tier Diaz. And then following that is going to be Motown Rage. Shortly after 7 p.m., if you look up here, like, you probably can't see it, and I don't believe that I can fucking zoom in on this bitch. But I want to say maybe 7:10, 7:15, they have Odd Squad Family, which it'll be awesome because I've never really seen. There's a lot of these main event motherfuckers that I have not ever seen. Some of them I have, but they're good enough for me to fucking do. Let's see. After that, I'd say maybe 10 or 5 to 8 o'clock is going to start off with Belushi Speedball. Now it looks like right around 8:30 is going to be Lardy B with a 45-minute set. And then after that, it's Onyx from 9:30 until about 5 after 10 or 10 after 10. And then they're closing out the night with R.A. the Ragged Man. But according to this little spot right up here on Tuesday, the 12th, so they're going to be bringing us in early and 10 p.m. to midnight at the JCW Pavilion the night before, almost as if it's a parking lot party. That's going to be an episode of JCW Lunacy, which is actually pretty fucking fresh. Thursday, August 14th, they are starting the night with Normandy at 6 p.m., followed by King ISO at what I'm assuming to be shortly after Normandy. There's like a little fucking gap between Normandy and King ISO. I'm assuming King ISO is probably going to be on there for like maybe a half an hour set. Mayday being there probably at like, what, 7:45, something like that. Which I'm not 100% about Mayday, to be totally honest. Probably because I've never listened to fucking Mayday, but it is what it is. Well, right around 8:30, 8:45 is going to be Waka Flocka Flame, and then we have to, and then it's scheduled at 9:45 for Insane Clown Posse to do their hour-long set. Yeah, Thursday is difficult because I don't want to miss JCW and GCW, but at the same time, I don't want to miss Cottonmouth Kings. I mean, there is that, but also, like, I really wanted to go to Lardy Land, so I'm probably going to wait until, like, I'm going to watch JCW. Like, to be totally honest, I'm going to watch Mushroom Head. I'm going to go to JCW. And then after that, I'm going to go see Zay and then Lardy Land for the rest of the night. Like, that's the other thing, too, dude. Like, I definitely want to fuck with shit at Lardy Land. Like, that's definitely one of them things. Thursday, yeah, but that's Thursday. We'll definitely be getting up in there. And, yes, Midnight Inyami, I see you up in this bitch. Thank you for the glizzy. I'm gonna come by and check you out. Like, I need to see when the Juggalo Cowboy is gonna be up on the set, and I'm definitely gonna try to fucking check that out. Let's see, where are you at? All right, yeah. Okay. So after Acetone Boogie, I'm definitely gonna go run my ass over to second stage and watch Midnight Nyami. I'm gonna throw hot dogs at Midnight Nyami. I'm fucking with you, dude. I wouldn't do that. That's reserved for somebody else who's never had a fucking performance at a gathering that was actually worth a fuck. But it's good to know that fucking Midnight Nyami is Glizzy Gang. It's gonna be fun. Dude, I love how fucking aware you are. I mean, not at your own music, but at the fact that, like, some of the things that I've said about your music and how well you take it in stride. That is, like, I have to give you respect for that, Midnight. Like, I definitely have to give you fucking respect for that. Alright, so before my ADHD brain gets too fucking into another absolute world, let's talk about Friday. Okay, so first off, at 6 p.m., Fight from Within, and it looks like it's only a 20-minute set. Wacko the Kid is going to be around at 7:15. Ill Bill starts at 7:30, it looks like, until about 8:15. And then after, like, which I'm actually interested in that. I want to see Ill Bill. Like, Wacko the Kid, maybe, you know. But Ill Bill, definitely. And then after that, at 8:30, fucking Gwar. I'm going to be wearing, like, I'm thinking what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring over my white shirt, my button-up shirt, my black necktie. I'm going to try to get as front row to Gwar as much as I possibly can so I can get covered in blood and space jizz while wearing an all-white shirt. Because it's fucking Guar. I mean, Blothar, I don't feel like has the same energy as Odorous, but it's fucking Guar, dude. Not to mention, I'm sure What Up is going to enjoy this. You know, it's kind of hard to see Guar people die in a mosh pit. It's as common as a rainstorm on a Sunday goddamn morning, but, you know. So, yep, definitely going to be kicking it with the scum dogs of the universe. Now, this one, a lot of people fucking talked to me about this and bitched because it just doesn't make sense to them. But I'm like, it's whatever. Because Tech 9 is going to be showing up at 9:30 and opening up for Ouija Mac, who's going to be showing up at 10:30. Oh, bullshit, dude. The last time we saw Tech was at Super Gathering, I think, and people were throwing glow sticks at the end of the night. And he goes, hell yeah, glow sticks, nigga. That reminds me of my ecstasy-laden rave parties. And he loved it. Like, you know, Tech knows what Juggalo shit's all about. And I'm pretty sure he's even opened up for Guar or opened up after Guar in the past, so he knows what's up. So yeah, Ouija Mac coming out at 10:30, and I don't give a fuck. Ouija Mac has that stage presence. He owns that fucking stage, dog. I'm just waiting for that fucking alert to kick in because it's coming. But Saturday, August 16th, once again from 6 to midnight, and then after that everything shuts down. But nevertheless, yeah, no, I'm just gonna fucking say it. Midnight Nyami with that $1.99 showing love. Thank you, dog. I appreciate that shit. Why isn't my fucking shit working? Is it shut off? Like, what the hell? It probably is. I might have to fucking force it. Because, god damn it. Yeah, it's probably because I wasn't logged in. Because that's supposed to pop up. Make that noise, motherfucker. I think it's funny how Midnight Nyami gives me $1.99 after I let a soft A slip out because I was quoting Tech. Anyways, yeah, so like while I'm waiting on this thing to load. Oh, nope. Nope, 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 nope. Okay, so 6 o'clock we have Stack Styles, which I still know absolutely nothing about. It's 6:45, Smile on the Center. 8, let's see, yeah, 7:30, 7:45, something like that. We got Immortal Technique for a 45-minute set, it looks like. 8:30, we're going to have Bone Thugs and Harmony. Now, I've heard some things about Immortal Technique, so that might possibly be where I'm going to have interest in going to the main stage. Because Immortal Technique, Bone Thugs and Harmony, 9:30, 3-6 Mafia, which they better fucking play Stay Fly, goddammit. And sipping on some scissor, sipping on some sip. And then to finalize that, after 666, at what we believe is supposed to be beginning at 10:30, is the ICP Shangri-La Tour Throwback Show. So what this is, I believe, is this is supposed to be an exact replica, or maybe a near exact replica, of the shit that we saw on Bootlegged in LA, which I think, do I still have that on DVD? I mean, I probably do, but it might not actually be in here, so yeah, I think that's packed somewhere. But if you saw Bootlegged in LA, that's going to be the fucking same show. So I'm hoping that they bring back Vanna Fright with the fucking Joker cards in the background and all the shit and the spinning thing and all of that nonsense, all of the fucking craziness that they had. God damn it, they better fucking do it. They better do it. All right, let me see if I can find that alert, because that alert had to have fucking been here. Ah, here it is. Yep, I found it.
And by the way, I just want to say, fuck Crazy McCormick. Whack as fuck.
Midnight Nyami super chatted that $1.99. Finally got it fixed. Hell yeah. Now, I would assume that's what it is and not the actual fucking stage setup and all that shit that they had during the 2002 gathering of the Juggalos. But that was dope nevertheless. You know? I mean, I had to fucking play that for two reasons. One, I wanted to give Midnight Yami his just due for hooking me up with a little bit of Fetty. But also, I love that alert. So those are the main fucking so those are the main fucking shows, and for the most part, like, everything else is shut down while the main stage, the legendary stage if you will, is kicking it. Next week we'll come back to the timeline and we will go through the entire timeline so that way I can work on my itinerary. And any juggalos that are going to be fucking going around, well, if you're watching the show, you'll know where I'm planning on being. And if I'm not there, I'm probably either at the fucking tent that's going to have a Nintendo game, or I'm going to be at my own campsite playing fucking Nintendo. And the reason being is because, well, I got my own fucking Nintendo Mini, and I've also got a projector, and I've also got a fucking battery charger that charges on solar power that's going to give me the power to play with power. Ha ha! What up, Sister Hatchet? Whoop whoop, sinners. So yeah, that's the ding dang deal. Anybody who's watching this is gonna know exactly where I'm gonna fucking be at most times. Unless I change my mind and I decide to either go play video games somewhere, or I decide to stay at my campsite and fucking play video games there. One thing is for certain though, under no circumstances am I gonna fucking miss out on the podcast super show? Because a lot of the homies that are gonna be doing those podcasts, even though I'm not a part of it, I can literally just show up on at least half of them. So keep your eyes peeled for a lot of those fucking shows that are gonna be performing at the super podcast. And exactly, dude. And trust me, I got all the fixins. I got extra controllers. I got all the fucking nine. But I still got this one. I still got the cordless boy. Bring a fucking chair over to the fucking campsite and we'll kick it and play some fucking Nintendo at night. You know what I'm saying? Now, with that being said, let's get on to some of these other newly announced events that they have on here, because we'll talk about it next week when we go through the itinerary some more. But we got to bring this up. Mr. Juggalo Pageant 2025 is coming back. I guess the Miss Juggalette pageant does so fucking well that we can't just have a queen. We got to have a king. And then we got to make them fucking mate and make a super juggalo baby. Okay, maybe that's not the best of ideas, but you know what I'm saying. Alright, so let's see if we can find... Okay, we found the Mr. Juggalo pageant. This is what it says according to the website. What would the legendary gathering of legends be without a legendary Mr. Juggalo? An event that you never knew you needed, but now you can't get enough of. With the unpredictability of a chihuahua with rabies, it has a knack of somehow pleasing everyone that attends it. Mr. Juggalo never disappoints, and this year will prove no different. The only thing missing is Mr. Juggalo. Do you have what it takes? Are you prepared to do what it takes to be crowned the Mr. Juggalo of Legends? Prove it. You know the drill. Bring your Speedo and come prepared to swing your, well, you know. First prize will receive a crown trophy, a rare gathering of the Juggalo amulet, and a one-of-a-kind shirt. Second and third place will receive a rare gathering of the Juggalo amulet and a one-of-a-kind shirt. Those wishing to compete should show up at least 15 minutes before the contest begins. And I'm pretty sure that the crown trophy does not say Burger King on the sides, but like the Miss Juggalette pageant, man, they end up getting like a fucking plaque and the crown and the sash and all of that stuff. Where's the equality here? I thought feminism was all about, equality and all that shit. You know what I'm saying? What up, Wes? I see you. I'm just saying, All right, so now one thing I'm going to say is like, I'm not going to be attending this. I'm not even going to try to be a participant because what's my fucking skill? I could beat Contra in 10 minutes without the Konami code. Okay, is that really that much of a fucking skill that chicks are going to fucking really be digging? You have any idea how fast I can type in up, up, down, down, left, right, BA, start? Trust me when I say that, yes, playing video games for the last 40 years has developed a lot of muscle in these fingers. I mean, take a look at that hand, all right? Look at the rhythm. All right? That's my fucking talent. All right? And I can't necessarily fucking show that at the Mr. Juggalo pageant. These long, bony fingers going knuckle deep into a neddin'. That's my fucking hidden talent, and I don't look good in a fucking Speedo. I look like a fucking fat, like I'm that fat, all right? Like I have gotten that fat to a point where I'm like, no. Not to mention, I'm very self-conscious about that type of shit. So yeah, definitely not gonna be participating in that shit. I'd much rather be at the tent playing fucking Nintendo. Sorry, ladies. You don't get to see this. All right, let's talk about the next thing. Apparently, we're going to have a Juggalo Squid Game. Who the fuck thought this was a great idea? I feel like somebody fucking rolled in a game of... I feel like somebody rolled a fucked up ass number in a game of... fucking Morton's List and it was like, come up with a new fucking competition for the gathering. Okay, we're just gonna juggaloize Squid Games. Get ready for Squid Games Gathering of Legends, where childhood classics get an intense grown-up makeover. Hosted by Haley, Hope, and Riot. Alright. I guess that's them. This wild ride includes red light, green light, tug of war, the epic paper flip challenge, and a savage round of musical chairs. It's all fun and games until only one legend remains standing. With high energy, big laughs, and a huge prize on the line, this is one event you won't want to miss. Let the games begin. So, let's see. First prize, first place only gets a Chapter 17 varsity-style jacket, and it was spelled wrong, a custom-made t-shirt, this Chapter 17 gift bundle, and rare gathering of the Juggalo amulet. And that's the only placement that is getting any kind of specialty thing. So if you want to play some kids games, Red Rover might come to mind. Can someone explain on what Squid Game is? Because I don't watch that shit. It's kind of hard to explain. You gotta watch that shit. And trust me, you'll like it. But yeah, Squid Game has actually become such a popular thing that, I mean, the first season alone spawned off a reality show based off of actual people who participate in the Squid Games, and even a couple of them were Squid Games that did not be a part of the show. in both the first or second season. And the third season is going to be coming up soon. So that's going to be awesome. All right, so we got to take a look at some other flavor, some late night parties and shit like that. So, all right, yeah, we got late night parties. We've got fucking sideshows. So, okay, I had to find the right sideshow. So we got another round of Juggalesque for this year. Now, this I actually find to be a little bit more interesting than, say, the Miss Juggalette pageant. Because, well, yes, you get to see some titties and netting and some nipplies. However, it's not based off of the sake of competition. So let's go ahead and take a look at the website, see what it says about Juggalesque. And I love that they make Juggalesque a fucking thing. I love it. So welcome to the amazing, mesmerizing, awe-inspired, have you on the edge of your ICP Underoos spectacle known as Juggalesque. Legend has it that this motley crew went from the humble effort of a few talented performers to a full-blown gathering of the Juggalos must-see event. It's an hour-long dark carnival cabaret that blends music and choreography with comedy and a heavy twist of Juggalo insanity. Just the way we like it. Juggalesque truly is a homegrown treasure of the culture, so you owe it to yourself to pull up a seat and get schooled on what all the fuss is about at the Gathering of Legends. So basically, if you really break it down, all Juggalesque is it's a burlesque show, kind of similar to how burlesque shows were done. Let's say, like, I think the earliest that I know of about burlesque was like back in the 40s and 50s in underground bars and shit. Possibly even during the fucking Prohibition era. So you would have underground bars that would fucking have this type of stuff. It wasn't like a titty bar. Burlesque is actually, yes, while it's risque, it's a little bit more hidden than fucking titty bars. Because titty bars, you'll actually see everything. You want to see titty bar type action, you might as well just go to the Miss Juggalette pageant. Juggalesque, which is basically Juggalettes doing fucking burlesque, I would say has a little bit more appeal because, well, it's burlesque with Juggalettes. That's the best way that I can fucking explain it. And I'm trying to hit the nail on the head. But it's not like it is meant to be comedic. It is meant to be a little raunchy, but it's not like out there where they're fucking dancing as if you're going to fucking put a $20 bill in their G-string. I think that this is probably a little bit more classy. Never seen them. Never fucking really seen much, but I might have an interest in it. I don't know. But we got to take a look at some of the other late night flavor. So we got two more things that I found that were added onto the list. First off, we've got the Clownvis Glowmageddon 2025 with sounds from DJ Bobby Blaze, which I believe that is the homie from MUJ. So let's try to see if we can find this. Where the hell is it? There it is. I found it. Get ready for the party to end all parties. It's Clownvis Glowmageddon 2025, hosted by the legendary Clownvis himself. This late night meltdown will feature a stage packed with dancing girls, freaks, weirdos, and nonstop hype from the king himself. Super homie DJ Bobby Blaze will spin an endless mix of Juggalo freshness, keeping the beat alive while the world burns neon around you. Expect glowing giveaways flying into the crowd all night long. Glow sticks, batons, bracelets, rings, who knows what. As Clownvis and his crew crank the chaos to critical levels, it's radioactive, it's ridiculous, and it's absolutely unmissable. Glow hard or go home. And you know what I find funny about all of this? Like, let's be realistic here, okay? Like, how many of these fucking shows have gone the EDM route. Have you noticed this? Every single one of these night shows has gone the EDM route, which is interesting to me. Like even Clownvis, which I'm not complaining about, but it's like everything has turned fucking glow sticky. Like I said, though, I'm not necessarily complaining. It's just something that I'm noticing. I've observed this over the last couple of weeks, and so because people are on drugs. But I'm not on drugs, but I want to see this shit. Like, I want to participate in the fucking festivities. Mostly, but you know me, Kyle. I'm not on drugs, but I like to fuck with people who are on drugs. Because it's funny. Yeah, dude, like, Chapter 17 has slowly been bringing the glow stickiness of the gathering in, into the fold, which I find interesting. All right, so the last thing that I found, Shaggy the Airhead and Devereaux doing the iced out, lights out gathering of the Juggalos after party. So this could be fucking cool. I'm assuming it's a no lights thing. You gotta bring your own fucking flashlight to this shit, is what I'm assuming. Those shorts are fire, though. Anyways, let's go ahead and read the fucking description. Even in the darkness, diamonds shine brightly at the gathering of legends. The beat beasts, Devereaux and Shaggy the Airhead, on the beat, will be your DJs for the evening. On the beat, guiding you by the ears as you dance the night away. I had to say that. In a completely lightless tent. Oh, yeah, so I was right. That's why you're encouraged to bring your own flashlights, lanterns, glow sticks, strobes, and anything you can think of to fight back the night as you move your body and show the Juggalo world how you get down when you shine. That's right, there's no dress code, but we want to see you decked out as diamond shiny as possible. Rock your blingiest chains and iced grills. I have neither. I am a fucking brokey. All your studded stones and glittering flare. Somebody's going to have to throw glitter on me. Whatever catches the erratic lights and reflects back to glistening glitter into the night. That point being, it's the gathering of the Juggalos 2025th anniversary, and we want to see you shine, baby. I got a flashlight. I got a flashlight that might blind the entire fucking spot. You know what I'm saying? Like, you get one of those fucking flashlights that's got a wide fucking lens, right? Get a flashlight that's got a wide fucking lens on that, John, and then fucking turn it on, and it's got like 8 million fucking lumens popping out of that bitch. It'll be a deer fucking looking into the high beams. As I blind everybody with the fucking light of 1,000 suns coming out of a goddamn LED flashlight. This is supposed to be iced out, lights out. Tough shit. You said bring your own lighting. I brought my own lighting. Now I can see all the way to fucking China. So, what have you? Did you ever play the South Park PS1 game? Yes, on Nintendo 64. My favorite part is playing Cartman and fucking having him get hit a lot and he yells, "Stop killing me." So now that we got that all done and out of the way, that's all the stuff that I heard about. And if there's anything that I've fucking missed, send me a DM on Instagram at Crazy McCormick, and I'm going to have to fucking take a look at it and see what else we can fucking add, because next week we are definitely going to be doing the itinerary, boy, from the entire timeline, so that way everybody that's watching will know exactly where I'm going to be most of the time. I'm not going to say the whole time, but most of the fucking time. Glow sticks, blinding flashlights. We got an undercut, right? Just cop. All right, let's go ahead and get into the music videos now. So, what do we got here? We're doing the nighttime performances for the second stage. So the first one that we're going to be doing is Champ Town. I looked ahead on this one. I'm not sure what to think because it's only a minute long. But all right, here we go. Hey, 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 hey. Hey, 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 where's the fucking sound? All right, yeah, we need sound for this. All right, so Champ Town and the Big Stout Band. From executive producer Ice-T, and this looks like a YouTube short. Wow, that's fucking sludgy. This is all that we're getting. Who's the fucking Popeye midget? I see him all over the place. The wait is over. Hasbullah. Look at this little fucker. Does this dude have like that Joe C. fucking Andy Milonakis type disease? Yeah, because he looks like he's got that shit. Mike Tyson kissed him thinking he was a child. Bro's like 34. Rocker at heart. I like how that opened. Or how that closed. Now, interestingly enough, there was actually some noise that was on Fagel Lovers about Champ Town. Rocker at Heart being a new album that came out. So I figured, why not just show the teaser trailer, and then after that we can show this out. So the song has, yeah, shout out to Joe C, good reference there. Yeah, because like Joe C, Andy Milonakis, that fucking midget, you know, all that shit, fucking Webster. Like they all had very similar fucking bodily deformities where they looked younger than they actually were. But yeah, so Champ Town came out with the album or EP, I think, Rocker at Heart. And on the back, yeah, we have like 8 fucking tracks. Ice-T being the executive producer. Now, the thing about this is that this fucking guy is, according to the clowns, he is a Detroit legend. And that's why he's going to be fucking performing at the Gathering of the Juggalos. But there are a lot of other Juggalo loved artists that have previously been in tune with ICP. Like what I find interesting, no Esham, don't see Esham, did not see fucking Awesome Dre, and those are two names that have been linked with Psychopathic. But I don't think that it's like out of malice or anything like that. But I just find that interesting. Maybe they had a fucking offer that they couldn't fucking accept or something. I don't know. But Hasbullah is one of the album songs, track number 3 here. And then you got bonus tracks. So yeah, We Drankin', the Champ Town Big and Stout Beer Anthem, Rocker at Heart. I'm wondering because of the way that the fucking teaser trailer ended. It sounded like it was Shot Through the Heart as a playoff. Let's see. Okay, this is interesting. Number 7, What Color Is Soul? Introducing Chaos Kid and Eminem from the Straight Jacket Records vault, recorded in 1992 at Prince's Paisley Park Studios. Okay, so I like that it's got a little bit of a little bit of background history with that shit. And then this one, WAGD, We All Gonna Die, featuring Uncle Josie. Okay, What Color Is Soul is remastered by Fluff Nigga. He told me to print that. I found that funny that it actually was set. It was actually set it, and it actually was fucking told to print that shit. I'm gonna fucking say it because I'm quoting. It's not racism, it's quoting. So that might be something to look into. I don't know if it's actually out right now, so you can go ahead and check your Spotify's, your Apple Musics, your iTunes, your Amazons, and your YouTube Musics, and see if that's on there. But next up, we have fucking Shovel Main. Darby O'Trill is next on the fucking list with Skullbone Soccer, which we've already saw before. But we're going to watch it anyways because that's what was advertised on the fucking website. I don't give a fuck. This track was on fire. On the beat.
Hello, remember me?
I love the way that this sounds.
That appears within your dreams. Don't scream, don't shout. All I'm gonna do is pull all your fucking teeth out. Give me your tongue too, and your lungs too. I want your blood, boo, cause I love you. I want your heart inside a jar, and she's made from your flesh. Give me the bones within your arms and the brain that is in your head. My favorite scent, a cologne made with your last breath.
Like the way that the bass on this shit is just killing it.
But you don't, you look gross, frail and lifeless. I don't understand why the fuck I'm like this.
See, I love the way that he fucking does the way that his flow is in this fucking song. I mean, obviously, it's fucking Darby, and you guys have heard me enough times on the show to know how hard on his nuts I am. I'm very hard. I'm swinging on his nuts like a third nut. All right, like that's how deep on his nuts I am. Because I think he has that talent, and I think he deserves to be in the location that he's at. And plus, every time I see him in real life, it's all love. And he recognizes me, which I think is fucking awesome. Like, I think you guys probably saw, after I got back from Massachusetts, I showed a reel that he put up on fucking Instagram where it shows me handing him this controller, and he looks at it and he goes, "What the fuck?" And it cuts to me, and I'm dying laughing and clapping my hands because of that shit. He deserved main stage respectfully. Personally, I agree. I think that he should have been swapped with Wacko the Kid. I personally think that where Wacko is should be him at the very least, and Wacko, like the only reason I think that Wacko's on main stage right now is because of how hard Jay is fucking, gassing him up. But, like, whatever. I mean, at least they actually booked Shovel Main, so I guess that's... I'll take what I can fucking get. You know what I'm saying?
I'm so disgusting. I'm a sick, gross freak.
I love that.
Life means nothing, but your head would mean so much to me. I'm so disgusting. I'm a sick, gross freak.
I love the chorus on this track.
Life means nothing, but your head would mean so much to me. Goodbye. It's time for me.
The AI that they used for this is very fucking helpful too.
Go ahead and put me down. I'm the creepy
So,
clown that nobody wanted to be.
yeah, this was shot at last year's gathering. I wasn't like front. I was in the general area though. I was kicking it. I was one of those fucking sunflowers.
To my house of 1,000 corpses, hollowed out bodies delicate like porcelain. Release of endorphins from indulgence of the morbid. Just because she's rotten doesn't
That
mean
new
that
Darby
she
jump goes hard.
I'm so disgusting. I'm a sick, gross freak.
Maybe we'll have to check that out.
Your life means nothing, but your head would mean so much to me. I'm so disgusting.
Avant-garde wicked shit. No, dude, that's avant-garde wicked shit. Haha! You see what I did there?
Your life means nothing, but your head
Trailer Park, you better be fucking gathering, homie. I miss you. I want to see you. Boom, boom. Very nice. It's just a touch of dad. Dude, like, the bass line on this fucking shit is so fucking deep. It is very fucking heart-pounding. Oh, fuck yeah, dude. I can't wait to see you at home. So, yeah, that is Skullbone Soccer, which I thought was probably the... Like, I loved that track, and I felt that that was a good fucking setting for Garden. But unfortunately, like, when they posted this shit, like, they posted Skullbone Soccer because Willow didn't come out. Oh, you'll be at Myrtle Beach? Okay, so you're gonna be sweating as well, just with fucking gators at, I don't know, fucking Alligator Alcatraz. Gotcha. So, nevertheless, I might hug you and goose your butt, but not in a gay way. Oh, dude, all the homo. All the fucking homo, fam. It's all in the good. I don't care. Anyways, yeah, so, like, when they posted Darby to be performing at the Gathering for second stage, they put Skullbone Soccer, but only because Willow didn't fucking come out at that time. Well, I saw that they had a music video for Willow, so let's watch that, okay? Because that should have been added to the Shovel Main's fucking page on the Gathering of the Juggalos website. So they came out with the official music video for I Saw the Magician Pull That Rabbit Out of His Ass, which is kind of funny to me that the song title is given that, because that is a phrase that I have used for a long time. Rather than saying pulling the rabbit out of the hat, I have literally fucking said pull the rabbit out of an ass, or his ass, or her ass, or whatever the fuck, you know? That, like, so hearing, or even in this case, seeing that as a song title is fucking awesome. Not necessarily saying that it's an homage to myself. That would probably be a little egotistical of me to say. But I am saying that that is a phrase that I have said very often. But nevertheless, we're going to watch this shit. Now, this is also going to be my introduction to Willow as well, so... The animation is interesting. Oh my god, look at this shit. R.I.P. or not, I don't care. This idiot. Dead as fuck. Here lies a dead guy. I know that, like, I'm wondering if that's a fucking sneak diss right there. Like, dude, Shovel Main. Hit me up. Let me know if that is, in fact, a sneak diss based off of who it is I'm thinking of. Here lies a Juff. Like, we need, like, there better be one that says that. Pulling things out of butts is objectively funny. Yeah, especially a rabbit. Darby gets better and better with each release. And apparently he's going to be going out on tour soon, too. Probably after the Gathering. I think he said that they're booking it right now. I like the animation on this. VCR. Oh, he just pulls a shovel out of his fucking coat pocket. Little cameos right there. Oh, dude, that's cool how everybody's fucking represented there. Because you got Devereaux, you got Shaggy the Airhead, you got DJ Chunk, you've got fucking Ouija. Like, that's dope. Everybody's well represented in this bitch. And a kitty! Groovy! That's awesome. It shows a little bit of Evil Dead 2. Corpse Circus, dope. Sure. That's cool. That's dope that... Oh, like... I like this. I like this. Now, something tells me I know the guy who fucking who produced this music video. I'm pretty fucking sure I know who it was. Yep, I was right. It was fucking Killator. And Killator is dope too. Shout out to Killator. I actually, you know, I gotta say, like that was a fun jaunt. Like I really liked that one. You know, I opened this up at the beginning of the show and I haven't taken a fucking bite out of it since. That's the Nutty Buddy Cream Pie Boys I was telling you about a couple weeks ago. I just never opened up the package until now. All right, next track we got is Die Another Day by Free Will. So Free Will is another one that's going to be doing the Nighttime Boys. Let's check it out. Oh, okay. Sexy. Right off the rip. Oh, okay. They gotta throw in that lean. I haven't heard these guys in a few years. Yeah, these dudes are dope. Yo, that gimp mask is on fire. See, look at that fucking chick in the gimp outfit. That mask, like that fucking mask. I like that. It actually fits very well with the outfit and all that shit. Like it's very well represented. Let's see, the track Free Will did with Violent J and Esham is dope. They are awesome live. I saw them when they performed at the Gathering of the Juggalos in 2019 during the TPE era, and I remember, I think it was me and Toxic, and I think Mage, or maybe it was both Meth and Mage. We were walking back to the parking lot. Peep Lalo. All right. If you can send me something in DMs, I'll probably forget. But anyways, yeah, so I think it was like me and Toxic, Meth and Mage were walking back to the parking lot. We were helping them gather stuff to put back in their truck. But then we started hearing Ouija in the distance, and I was like, Toxic, Ouija is on set right now, and Meth and Mage were cool about it. They understood. They were like, yeah, go ahead, go. We know you want to watch Ouija. All right, dude. Sorry we couldn't help. And me and Toxic just fucking ran all the way up the fucking pathway to fuck that hill. And I was like, should we just take the long path or should we just run down the hill? He's like, I don't know. What do you think? I said, fuck it. And we both ran down fuck that hill. He almost stumbled. I fucking ran all the way down that bitch. He almost fucking tumbleweeded down that fucking hill because he barely could keep his fucking balance. And I grabbed somebody's water at random. I threw it up in the air and I fucking booted it into the crowd while I heard the person bitch about the shit. And I was like, sorry. It was a reflex. What do you expect? I'm sorry. But if I ever see that person again, they definitely need to fucking hit me up. I'll give them a new water. But yeah, these guys are like, honestly, yeah, sorry and shit. But like these guys, like off stage, are very kind, humble, and regular fucking dudes. And it's nice to see that they've come back. Uh, I like this sound, man. Like, I would have to say that I think me and you throwing shit during ICP that your dude throw shit gang forever. I will always be throwing shit into the fucking crowd. Dude, this whole fucking video is gas. I'm trying to eat my fucking cookie while I'm talking about this, but one thing that I wanted to point out, okay, let's have a less blurry fucking look. What I find interesting about this is the fact that, like, you take a look at the stage set. I think the music in and of itself says enough. All right, they're dope. Nevertheless, they're fucking dope. But I'm taking a look at the music video now, and I'm like, okay, bet. Um, fucking like if you go to a funeral home and you take a look at the way things are, everything's just bland and shit. But look at how fucking colorful all of this is, like especially with the boys. You know, the boys are in their bright pinks and yellows and baby blues and shit like that. It's all bright fucking colors. It's a good combination of bright and dark, which I find very interesting. It's an unusual look, but it's also interesting. Open casket. My granddad wanted a free will set for the service. Yeah, but like you take a look in the casket and it's got 3 bottles of fucking lean in it. But then you also have like this chick in the fucking white dress and a corpse paint, and then you got a black chick in a fucking gimp outfit. Like it's like you've got bright and colorful, and then you've also got a combination of that with bland that actually stands out. Like the color schemes in and of themselves is actually very interesting. It's very easy on the eyes. I will say that I do enjoy the fact that okay, Nikki Cross looks alike. Nah, Nikki Cross don't have her fucking makeup like that. No, that's fucking black metal Barbie right there. This is who I am now, Mom. Okay, I think I'm finally done eating my cookie. See, and one thing that's cool to me, these boys, like if you notice, like a lot of people who do this type of music, they tend to fucking try to cover their entire face with fucking face tattoos. Um, these guys got like one, like right there. It's really all that's needed, personally, I think. I mean, I don't know, maybe it's my age or something like that, but just something about face tattoos. I'm just like, I don't know how well I can trust you if you can't trust yourself. You know what I'm saying? Sabrina Carpenter is dancing to Free Will in a Hulu movie, so I'm just 1 degree from Kevin Bacon on that hoe because I know Free Will. You feel? Yeah, for real though. You know, I feel you. I'm just doing what I can to fucking enjoy the vibe here. Because that's what it is, man. These dudes are an absolute fucking vibe. Like, their whole fucking thing is a goddamn vibe. Maybe, you know what? I'm pinpointing this and Ouija and Darby and that whole fucking scene and that sound and everything. If you take this into consideration, yeah, they steal the show, man. But like I'm thinking about like the way that their music plays, Ouija and Darby and a lot of this new fucking wicked shit kind of fucking underground sound. And it's like, no wonder why there's such a huge thing about fucking glow stick shows and after parties like Lardy Land and shit like that, which maybe that's why I'm so fucking attracted to this type of stuff, because like, I mean, back in the day, we've had our fair share of fucking rave parties and shit like that, you know what I'm saying? Alright, I'm getting a little ahead of myself. Next we have Green Jello, and the song that they put up on the fucking website, because this is literally like their main fucking music video, is Three Little Pigs. Even though they have an entire fucking VHS cassette tape of the entire Serial Killer soundtrack, and each one has a fucking music video. Like a couple of things that I have to add before I start. A little history with Green Jello. Green Jello also did their album 333, and half of their songs have actually been used for other things. Like the Bear song was used in the movie Dumb and Dumber. Carnage Rules was the opening fucking song in 16-bit format for the Super Nintendo and Sega Genesis game Spider-Man Venom Maximum Carnage, which if you know about that fucking storyline, then you are a real-ass fucking Marvel fan. Cletus Cassidy like a motherfucker. And on top of that, I have shared this story multiple times about the time that King Crimson fucked over Green Jello on payment, and they had to sell half of their fucking stuff just to get over to the next show. Which, by the way, a little update on King Crimson before we get into Green Jello. I got hit up by the homie Guido, who was driving home from work, and he ended up seeing King Crimson, and King Crimson looks homeless as fuck. I thought King Crimson was supposed to be on another level. Like, I thought he was supposed to skyrocket due to that whole Dr. Phil episode and shit. And here he is fucking driving around homeless on a fucking bicycle with a flat back tire in an area that he shouldn't even be in. Like, he was on the southeast side of Michigan, where of Grand Rapids, where the fucking suburbs are. He should be fucking downtown, chilling with all the fucking hobos in the shanty area that used to be a fucking little kids park over by the fucking market. But it is what it is. What up, Brooklyn? Brooklyn Menace in the fucking house. But yeah, so Karma's a bitch. Ain't it, Crimson X? That's funny as hell to me. Karma is a motherfucker. After ages of seeing that motherfucker try to fucking climb up the ranks by fucking people over, Karma finally bit him on the ass, and now his tack-covered fucking face is homeless. And chances are pretty good he might just be surviving just to get drugs. Who knows? Anyways, Three Little Pigs. Green Jello sucks. Yeah!
I may tell you a tale.
Yeah, with a butt.
Tale of 3 little pigs and a big bad wolf.
You know, I've never seen this part of the music video open up, because it usually starts off right about here. The last time I saw King Crimson was on that video that he put up, where he was like talking about fucking being tranny. Oh, dude, this is totally fucking Gen X. Now, when that... I like this. Wait, what did that sign say? Hold on a second. Her thing had teeth. Ha! There is a movie about that. That's awesome. That thing actually says her thing had teeth. There's literally a movie like that called Teeth. Adult Land. Homeless. Yeah. According to Vampira Clown, he says, side note, keep in mind, Maynard Keenan from Tool does the not by the hair of my chinny chin chin voice of the pigs in this song. Yeah, dude, this is Gen X personified, bro. But also, this was part of, like, I would say, if anything, Green Jello was really a DIY kind of fucking band. I mean, you take a look at the stage set, everything's made out of fucking styrofoam and paper mache. This music video is stop motion animation with clay, and probably took forever to fucking do. I mean, you could tell just based off of the, like, you could tell it's stop motion. What's with the giant wolf dick? Am I the only one that's noticing the giant wolf dick right there? Oh, that's a tail. Never mind. Puff it and a puff it and a... And he took the fucking guitar. Most of his day, just a ganja smoking. And look, they even made it so his fucking eyes are red and he's all into reggae and shit. He's a hobo. Day he was cranking up a Marley. Chops. Like, the focus on the animation when they're speaking is so interesting to me. Because everything else looks like shit until you see them talking. He even took the fucking joint. How did this fucking survive on MTV back in the day? I gotta know, like, how in the hell? This is Beavis and Butthead would be watching. No shit. Like, I think there might actually be an episode where Beavis and Butthead did talk about this. But what's interesting to me, though, is, like, here's the thing. One tour... Green Jello was actually opening up for Gwar, and Gwar was the one who showed them how to do the fucking styrofoam and paper mache shit, and that was because, you know, like, when you see Gwar on stage, like, they've got the armor and all that other shit and everything, and so they ended up fucking showing Green Jello the trick of the trade, and then after that was when they started doing their tours and their shows away from Gwar with, like, the giant dunderhead, or anytime that there's a president, they'll have somebody come out dressed up like Trump or Hillary or Obama or Joe Biden or Kamala Harris or something like that. You know, it's always like one of them things where it's like, no matter who's the president or who's in charge or who's in the office doing the shit, they're going to shit on them in some way, shape, or form. Now, here we go. The third little piggy. I like that little nod to Ted Nugent. Daddy's rock stardom paid for the bills. They did not have to fucking animate anything there. Same exact shot to save money. I like how there's like a fucking camera right by the door. He's trying. Yeah, they ain't doing shit now. Like, just chill, just chill. And they slowed down the animation. It's made out of concrete, the little piggy shouted. Right. The wolf got no aura. Look at how fucking jacked they made the fucking Rambo animation. It looks it's so fucking exaggerated, but it's so awesome. Orange Crush, like me personally, I like Carnage Rules. And oh yeah, R.I.P. John Redcorn. Orange Crush is I thought that was REM. Got my time, I got my orange crush. Totally different sound. That's fucking college rock and shit. Look at the animation. That's me in the corner. Yeah, that's definitely some Rambo shit right there. Da-da-da-da-da-da. And then just a quick recording of a live show. And that's like it. Covered in blood. The pigs are standing over his dead corpse. Beavis, that's that guy we've been crying about, like you throwing trash outside. I love that they had a fucking reminiscence of, like, okay, this is like the whole fucking, yeah. See, like, it usually just stops here on MTV back in the day, and then it just goes into the next fucking song, like Informer or some shit. Bow, bow, wow. Okay. In this case, it's not even a puppet show. It's stop motion animation with claymation. But it's still pretty sound. And this was the one thing that I loved about Green Jello back in the day was like the self-deprecating humor. Because like on the back of the Serial Killing soundtrack, for one, they actually have to say that the album or the band was not inspired by or endorsed by Kraft Foods. And the second thing that they ended up saying was just like, okay, originally all of the songs on the Serial Killer soundtrack were music videos that were made specifically for MTV and the VHS tape. And even though we suck, but now we're also liars with no talent. Keenan was also in the music video for Slave Boy off 333. But like, let's see. Another song that I thought was interesting from Green Jello was Teenage Rave. Shitman was an interesting one in and of itself, but like, I love bands like this, where they're kind of like comedic and self-aware of where their limits are, even though they try to expand the limits nevertheless. Let's see, these guys are classic. Without them, we wouldn't have Psycho Stick, which I agree. I mean, but like also I don't think that they would have gotten as far as they did without Guar. And so Guar being another legendary band in and of themselves. So without Guar, we wouldn't have Green Jello. With Green Jello, we probably wouldn't have Psycho Stick. And without Psycho Stick, we wouldn't have Entertainment during COVID. But this was this has always been a classic music video. I wish that there was more shit out there for Green Jello rather than just this, but this is definitely like that one song that they can live on forever. And now that it's been out since like 92, 93, the rest doesn't really matter. I like how far from Guar it trickles down to Skibbity Toilet. I would not be surprised if Guar eventually does make a fucking metal version of Skibbity Toilet. It would be interesting to see that, though. Alright, so we got to go to the next one. And this is actually the first band that I saw that actually had 2 fucking music videos on there. But it probably is because it's like, this is the before era and this is the now era. Maybe. So, Cottonmouth Kings, and the first song that they've got on is Knock Knock. A legacy of Gooner music for real. Here we go. The Cottonmouth Kings. Really? Guar's like the Hulk Hogan for Gooners. Alright, what do we got going on? Okay. Perfect time for a CPN clip of Full Throttle. Like, one thing that I've actually talked to about this with CPN, he hates Cottonmouth Kings. Like, he cannot stand the Cottonmouth Kings. And I'm like, I'm not even a stoner, but I enjoy listening to KMK. He's like, yeah, but that's all they fucking talk about. Yeah, they're the Cottonmouth Kings. What do you think they're supposed to fucking talk about other than weed? Like, KMK, like, if you take out the lyricism, KMK definitely is a fucking bop. Dude, Taxman is getting old, bro. Chucky Chuck. I mean, basically at this point, Cottonmouth King is D-Loke and friends. Because, like, without fucking Johnny Richter, without Daddy X, without DJ Bobby B, without Lou Dog, is it even Cottonmouth Kings? Because that was the fucking joint for the longest fucking time. And then they added Dirtball, and then after that they fucking got into some shit with fucking Daddy X. Daddy X left the fucking crew. Fucking Johnny Richter, I think, left the fucking crew or went on to do something else. And then there was that issue with Subnoise Records owning the rights to Cottonmouth Kings. But somehow, some way, somebody got the fucking rights to Cottonmouth Kings back. And then after that, it was like Johnny Richter and fucking Saint. And then, you know, because Saint came back. And then fucking Saint died. And now it's the return of Taxman. And Judge is a part of the crew now. And fucking Chucky Chuck. It's like having Hollywood Undead without Charlie Sheen. Like, it to me, it's like, dude, I prefer it in the old fucking way, where it was Brad Daddy X, fucking D-Loke, Johnny Richter, like, and hell, I'll even fucking incorporate Dirtball into the mix, but I'm gonna try to give this a fucking shot. At least it's not like when it was just D-Loke and Saint. It literally came off like it was a fucking reggaeton rap album, and it just didn't sound right. It just didn't feel right. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, let's check it. Tangerine Sky is always going to be a fucking banger. Although, for me personally, it does get kind of played out a little bit. My favorite fucking song actually from KMK is Mushrooms. Even though I don't do mushrooms. I just love the way Dirtball flows. We need your marijuana. So they're breaking into fucking houses, and obviously we all know that Gavin Newsom's not going to do anything about it. Dude, fucking D-Lo. Dude, the part of D-Lo looks like it's being played by Tony Hawk. What the fuck? We got old fucks watching KMK music videos. Okay. I mean, the fucking beats have not changed over the last 25 years and beyond. Almost 30 years in the game, Cottonmouth King have been around. Let's see, yeah. I mean, yeah, I agree with that. We got legalized, KMK stock plummeted. It's a little tragic, yeah. I mean, in all honesty, like, if you're listening to this track, which I know that the way that I fucking react to these music videos is sometimes difficult to keep on lock with the music and everything, but I'm listening to it, and all you're really supposed to be paying attention to is my reaction to it, nevertheless. You want to watch the music video, watch it on your own. But anyways, yeah, so like I look at this shit, and I think to myself, okay, look, for the longest time, Cottonmouth King was like... The KMK was like, weed, we need to legalize weed, legalize the plant, save the plant, we need to fucking legalize pot. By the way, we smoke it in blunts, bongs, joints, everything that you can make a high motherfucker pie. That was like their that was like their shit for the longest time. On top of during Rolling Stone bragging about the fact that they were played on the radio. But it's like, okay, look, weed is legalized either medically or fucking recreationally in all but 11 states now. Cottonmouth Kings, I would have to say that with the work that they put in, have completed the mission. And you would think that KMK would need some, would take a well-deserved break. You know what I'm saying? However, now, like listening to this song, have they said anything about fucking weed at all? No, like this is a whole different Cottonmouth Kings. This is different than what we normally would have, rather than listening to shit like Full Throttle or Tangerine Sky, or insert any fucking song about smoking marijuana from the Cottonmouth Kings. This is different. Like, this is a very different form of KMK.
Some head cases spinning and we out of control. But this bong in her hand gives us something to hold. We crazy, we psycho, we
Okay, so I spoke too soon. Chucky Chuck had to fucking say something about a bong. But it ain't like songs that are like solely and specifically dedicated to the plant marijuana. Let's see, KMK Potluck, Subnoise Soldiers, Big B, King Spade, I believe even fucking Head PE was a part of it at one point.
Back to your city, we changing the scenery, crazy, we psycho, we 5150.
Okay. What the fuck are they doing? Nice. Like, their shit is all being put all over fucking phones and tablets and shit. But, like, they're not fucking just, like, mindlessly smoking weed and shit like that. So it really shows, like, some sort of weird evolution. I know, they literally have a song called Marijuana. Like, to me, this really shows some kind of evolution that Cottonmouth Kings has done, which I think is fucking dope. Weed fell off in 2015, or maybe I just don't like smoking as much as I used to. I mean, for like a vast majority of the reason I think why a lot of juggalos smoke weed is not just because of Cottonmouth Kings, but of course, Twisted, Blaze, ABK, you know. Other than that, it was just like a very few juggalos that I knew smoked weed until, like, you know, Twisted was all about fucking smoking pot. Which made sense for the Chaos and Chronic tour after they finally made amends with KMK. So we got another track from KMK called Lions of Babylon featuring Marlon Asher. Yeah, no shit. Mono can't fucking roll for shit. And that's coming from a guy who doesn't smoke pot. It's not as fun when it's legal, Trailer Park. The fun was doing it with the fear of getting caught. Now you can sit on your porch and do it. That, dude, I've been saying that for fucking years. When word started getting out that they were going to start legalizing pot, I was like, dude, all it's going to do is this is going to make it so people are going to want to smoke pot less often. And I think I was right. Because there's no thrill in the, you know, there's no thrill in doing it anymore. Like, the only people that are smoking it, like, are either heads that are fucking smoking it because they're used to smoking it, or it's, like, medicinally given out. And that's it. To me, it's just like, you're not smoking because, like, the high that you're getting from the mids, honestly, like, you could still, like, back in the day, you could get high as hell off of mids because, like, the paranoia of the possibility of getting caught by the cops settled in, and that enhanced your fucking high. Now, in order to get fucking high, you can't fucking be doing the mids anymore. Like, I'm not talking, like, smoking Mexican dirt weed. That shit gives you a headache and pops like a fucking sparkler. And this, once again, this is coming from a guy who no longer smokes weed. But, like, you're buying the fucking high-grade shit, like, everything that's, like, absolutely, like, 85% fucking nutrients. You're smoking that fucking super weed now. And that's the only way that most people can get high because, well, you're not worried about getting fucking caught by the cops. That's the only reason why you could get fucking high smoking the mids. The mid-grade shit. And you'd also be able to save money on the mids. Mono rolls like elderly people fuck, not very well or barely at all. And it takes forever to fucking finish. And it's not that fucking pleasing at the end of it. Anyways, let's watch the next Cottonmouth Kings track. Lions of Babylon featuring Marlon Asher. See what I was talking about? Yeah. Because there's two sides to Cottonmouth Kings. Well, there's three. There's the hip-hop side, there's the fucking reggae side, and then there's also the punk side. How Cottonmouth Kings didn't come out with ska tracks is beyond me. Which really would have worked out well for me because I do like ska punk. What is this music video? Oh god, it's a fucking AI video. I spoke too fucking soon. They turned a fucking AI video weed tree and they're fucking they're talking about smoking pot. They're smoking about talking pot. This video makes me high.
The flower like the Santa Ana River, feel the breeze, smell the trees, cannabis MVPs, pop stars in the league, most valuable, magical, super chronic, tasting terrific, we steady blowing draw, roll it up and let it go.
Oh my God, what is this?
Smoking medicine, hit up my body, blesses my soul.
Breaking rib hop so high, get the sunblock with your flip flops, hit the boardwalk, check a head shop, still living the dream.
Is this on loop? It's a white lion with dreadlocks. Jaw. Why would you add this? Like, should have just kept it at the original video. I'm already annoyed. I'm not a huge fan of reggae. I'm just putting that out there. I'm not. Alright, let's fucking go on to the next one, because this song's giving me a fucking headache. Alright, so we got the Mary Tyler Whores, and they're covering the song Whip It by Devo. Hell, even their fucking thumbnail was Devo. And they say white people don't have culture. Well, for me, it's definitely not that. Anyway, yeah, let's watch Mary Tyler Whores. I'm curious to see their cover of Whip It, because I do like Devo. Dude, they got the hats and everything. They're doing that. Awesome. Are they fucking doing this shot for shot? When I probably comes along, you must whip it. Dude. If one of these guys comes out with a fucking whip, I am not going to be shocked. Oh, maybe I am. Jay seen them live, he had the hat on. I could see that. He did it for Sarah Rusi. I like the sound difference though. Because they keep this fucking more rock and metal than they do with whatever the fuck Devo did. It's not too late to whip it. Whip it good. When a problem comes along, you must whip it. It's like, I feel like this is like them trying to do this shot for shot. Yep. Dude whipped out the fucking whip. Dude, this sounds dope. Yes. Oh, it was Ruby? Okay. I like this. Now, like, that was obviously fucking CG'd and shit, but, like, that's actually... Dude, this is funny. Like, it's funny and it's interesting to see this music video as a whole, because it's like, it's such a wonderful homage to Devo. Like, imagine, like, okay, so Dragon Slayer says that he likes the background. Imagine being high or leaned out fucking watching this music video. Oh my god, I feel bad for you. This guy's vibing the fuck out. What's with his guitar? Why does it have fucking bunny ears? Like TV antenna bunny ears on it. Yeah, this definitely has like a remake feel of like the old 80s aesthetic. I'm doing the cactar. You projectile vomit seen that wall. No shit. And then you just force the music video to spin around in a circle. Whose kid is that? Yeah, that's definitely Gen Alpha as a whole. Yeah, man tits. So there you go. Yeah, that's the Mary Tyler Horrors but I don't know if that really says a whole lot about the Mary Tyler Horrors as a whole. You know, man tits. So I don't know if that doesn't really say a whole lot about Mary Tyler Horrors as a whole, like a lot of these other music videos that we've seen throughout the last month, because it's just a cover song. So, like, are they going to do, like, a whole cover thing, kind of like Cybertronic Spree, or is it going to be like, this is, or do they have their own songs? Like, what the fuck? Especially since a lot of, like, this band, like a lot of bands that they put on the second and third stage, doesn't necessarily have a fucking bio on it, just a link to the fucking music video. So I know nothing about this band, and I haven't had the chance to Google it, because I don't want to. But we are going to watch the next one, and this next one is the same motherfucker who gave me a $1.99 super chat earlier today. Midnight in Yami, we're going to watch Whoop 2. Now, like I said, I have my fucking thoughts about Midnight in Yami as a musician. He seems cool in real life, and I want to I want to kick it with him if I get the chance to at the gathering this year. Not to talk about music, just for the sake of fucking maybe sharing a hot dog. I think we need to get Kinky Kelly and the Sexy Stud for the Legends Gathering. 100 facts, bro. Like, I would love to see that. Like, have that at the JCW Pavilion. There's a lot of room for, and get a smoke machine for ambiance, because that's probably already going to be provided by the wrestling set. Remember that cover, Take On Me by Real Big Fish? Dude, I was listening to it, like, earlier today. I'm on a huge fucking ska punk kick. So I've listened to that God knows how many times in the last few weeks. About as much as I've been listening to fucking My Town by Buck-09. Of course I want a fucking donkey show. Who wouldn't? What kind of red-blooded American doesn't want a fucking donkey show? I mean, I want to see who doesn't want to see a chick give a mule a blowjob? Anyway, here's Midnight Yami.
In the distance, the police have been firing pepper spray to try and disperse this crowd. Hundreds of protesters have
Like, I love the fact that this dude is in his lane.
First things first, we gonna set the record straight. Hey, I always been a thuggalo, I really found out late. Hey, just be trying to keep me down, I'm gangsta, kick the gate. And most you niggas talking, just be rappers trying to hate. Yo, we talking all that gangsta shit. You niggas who want to fade. Yeah, I'm doing plenty of shows. Check a poster.
In Midnight, I'm one of those guys, and I'm not a rapper. But I'm doing it for the fucking comedy. Because it is kind of... Like, let's be real here, though, bro. Juggalo Cowboy. Come on. All right? Come on. All right? That's all I can say. Come on. But this one so far, I can fuck with it. Man with donkey or woman with donkey? The answer is yes. I agree with that one.
So first things first, we gonna set the record straight. Hey, I always been a thuggalo, I really found out late. Hey, just be trying to keep me down, I'm gangsta, kick the gate. And most you niggas talking, just be rappers trying to hate. Yo, we talking all that gangsta shit. You niggas who want to fade. Yeah, I'm doing plenty of shows. Check a poster, pick a day. Let's get it. Shut
all right.
The fuck up, pussy, fuck out the way. Yeah. Jeff talking shit, a Jeff gotta pay.
This definitely has some fucking anger behind it. No fucking lie. And maybe that's exactly what he needed, was to get shit on by a bunch of fucking people in the Juggalo community for him to get this aggression out. All right? This is what we want to see, bruh. We want to see this. We want to see an angry black guy screaming about this shit. Oppression! Oppression, motherfucker. Not really, though. No, but I just want to I just like I'm at a point where it's just like, okay, I've been in the Juggalo community for as long as I have been. I got 30 years on my fucking belt, all right? I know what I like and I know what I don't like and I know what's good and I feel like I have a good finger on the pulse of the community despite my longevity and despite my age, you know? Some of it's fat, some of it's whack, you know? But it does take criticism to figure out how to fucking flip the script and make it fresh. And sometimes it's like, it's weird in the Juggalo community because it's like you have so many ninjas that try as hard as they possibly can and they just can't break the fucking glass ceiling. And then you've got people who just absolutely suck on purpose or on accident even, and they fucking go all up, like they just break right through the fucking glass ceiling or break through the proverbial wall like the goddamn Kool-Aid man. I mean, you take a look at people like Danny K or Froggy Fresh. Like, Froggy Fresh is purposefully fucking terrible, and Juggalos love it. Danny K was trying to do something, and it was so terrible that it flipped the fucking script and actually made it fresh because of how terrible it was. But when you've got people that try, you know, but then there are certain people that are like trying different angles. You know what I'm saying? Like, there are some people that try different fucking angles, and at first it's whack, and if they don't learn from their whackness and they just continue to fucking be whack, then they're just gonna fucking stay stagnant. This, on the other hand, it definitely looks like you started off with whackness with that Juggalo Cowboy song, got shit on enough to basically get some aggression out, and came out with Whoop 2. Maybe I got the chronology wrong. I don't know. Okay. Scoop poop. I don't know. I figured I'd throw that out there. The only thing that I'm not liking about this music video is, if you're fucking talking about being a juggalo, why are you bringing out the fucking semi-autos? I do like the way that he's... See, like, this is another one of those things that I've talked about in the past where it's like, okay, you're falling into the fucking juggalo... You're not even the juggalo trap. You're falling into the hip-hop trap where it's like, some people think that they gotta have big booty bitches, guns, and money, and showing off shit. And it's like, you could have done this entire music video without the guns. The guns are heavily unnecessary. But that's just me, maybe. Or maybe I'm speaking for the fucking audience. And it's still better than anything Cody Manson has done. Oh, damn, dude. Mr. Rotten Treats is out there throwing shots at fucking Cody Manson. Like, I'm personally cool with fucking Cody Manson. Like, not like we're down, but like, I got nothing negative to say about him, you know? No psychopathic merch, just Bray Wyatt masks and Party City Horror shirts. And also guns. Lots of guns. This Ether's Cody Manson. Oh, damn, dude. Everybody throwing shade on Cody Manson. Damn. Let's see. Trying to be legit mainstream only to be an epic failure at life. Cough, cough. King Crimson, Magic Ninja Entertainment, the epitome of ICP's Rockstar song version of Twisted. These guys should listen to some Body Count. No Lives Matter is like one of the best tracks I've ever heard Body Count fucking do. You know who doesn't need guns? Zitro. Zitro is a prime example of that. By the way, speaking of Zetro, I saw that he posted on Facebook that he did his 23andMe or whatever that Ancestry.com shit, one of those two, and it showed like obviously Spain being the number one thing, and I was like, well, no one expects the Spanish Inquisition. It was the first thing that popped into my head. It was an intrusive thought, probably not one that actually wins, but whatever. But you can definitely see he's putting an effort into what he's doing here. Even if it's somewhat misguided in a way. But I like this. I mean, he's not necessarily fucking going up on here being like, let me show you how jug I am. He's like, dude, I'm a fucking juggalo. Fuck you if you don't like it. Which I can respect. He's got that Amazon Prime hatchet chainsaw. This is so ass. I mean, like, the music video in and of itself is kind of shit. But, like, this is definitely leagues above Juggalo Cowboy. And maybe you know, like, getting shit on for Juggalo Cowboy is probably exactly what he needed, you know? I ain't gonna say he ain't a jug. I'm not saying that either. But, like, I just don't like this. I like the way that I like his intensity behind that. I think the beat's kind of fucking milquetoast. And the music video in and of itself, it's like, do we really need guns in that? Like, and pointing them at the camera as it's a fucking slow transition. Like, it feels kind of like a lot of stuff in that music video feels very fucking unnecessary. Unless you're actually talking about shooting motherfuckers. Or in some other cases, like a couple weeks ago when we were doing third stage shit and we were talking, like, we saw that one music video from that one guy who was like doing shot by shot scenes from the movie They Live. Like, that at least made sense because it's They Live. This, on the other hand, is like, yes, it's original content. It's not a play off of anything, but it's not necessary. He done made Back in Blood by Pooh Shiesty and all the songs I've heard him do. Like, dude, my introduction to Midnight in Yami was Juggalo Cowboy, and I was like, everything about this is fucking garbage. With this song, on the other hand, this is definitely a few steps up from Juggalo Cowboy, but I would say the beat doesn't necessarily fit right compared to what it is that he's fucking talking about. Like, it's definitely on some fucking mainstream-ish shit, and in the music video itself, the automatic guns are unnecessary as fuck. Let's go on to the next one. We've got another double up with Mushroom Head, which makes fucking sense to me. I'm happy about that. Same flow as the song Back in Blood, same BPM. Wow. Seems like an AI prompt. Make me a rap drill song about being a juggalo in the style of Back in Blood. Bro. Oh, that's like, dude, that's mean. It's funny though. All right, let's watch We Are the Truth by Mushroomhead. I love this song. It's unfortunate that they didn't have the music video for QWERTY, which I love that fucking song, but whatever. It summons the other lead singer's wife. Yeah. I was like, gee, I wonder how she ended up becoming a new lead singer of the band. I wonder how. She pulled a Becky. The only difference is that she's actually talented. Vampira Clown, 1,000,000,000% truth. Yeah, before she, like, I've never seen her live, but I saw Cottonmouth, not Cottonmouth, I saw Mushroomhead live when they had all three lead singers, not this chick. When I think it was like when they had Jeffrey Nothing and J-Man and the other guy, I can't remember what his name is, what his stage name was in Mushroomhead, but all three of them were singing. And then like shortly after that tour, I think that was like in circa 2015, and then shortly after that guy quit, and then they brought her in. Which that song that they did Carry On is I love her voice in that song. This song is fucking like I love the way that the speed of this song fucking goes, the way that she's fucking singing. Hell, even the music video in and of itself, because I am a fan of Evil Dead. You know, it's groovy. Which this is the second time tonight that we have seen a music video with an Evil Dead 2 reference. The first one being Darby O'Trill, I saw the magician pull that rabbit out of his ass. And now this whole music video is a fucking nod to that movie. The resurgence of new metal with these new kids is actually dope. Dude, did you just pull a I'm an old man kind of reference with that? Before you know it, you're going to be drinking Metamucil, yelling at everybody to get off your lawn. Settle down, Trailer Park. You're still young. Not like an old man like myself. Even though I'm 42, whatever. Someone's in my fruit cellar. Someone with a fresh soul. I love that movie. You can tell. It's almost like they shot this widescreen with a 10mm reel. Fresh meat. Like the way that they're shooting this, it looks like, when the fucking she bitch comes out of the fruit cellar and Ash is fighting it, and you can see the stop motion animation with the fucking fat suit and everything. Like that's kind of what it looks like. Like the way that they're shooting this, recording this scene with her trying to put her head through the fucking fruit cellar door. That's like, dude, just the way that shot is fucking awesome. That's definitely on some fucking Ash Williams shit right there. And she is 41, so I do not feel like a creeper checking her out. Well, obviously, I would assume more than anything that she is of age. Dude, it is such a fucking playoff of Evil Dead. That's what I love about that shit. Like, Mushroomhead is fire even without the fucking music videos. But just seeing that music video as a whole, I mean, like, I've heard the song multiple times. And seeing the music video in and of itself, it's like, dude, this is one thing that I absolutely love, is call-outs like that. You know what I'm saying? Alright, we got another one. Probably a hell fuck no. A Requiem for Tomorrow, and it's 12 minutes long. Do we really want to watch that? The Heresy is a better video and features her better. Oh yeah, I think Heresy's a terrific song. I don't know if I want to watch Requiem for Tomorrow. It's 12 minutes long according to what this says. I mean, we'll check out a little bit of it. Let's see. Is it going to be like, you know how like Thriller was, where it was like a whole ass movie? I get the feeling that that's probably what it's going to be. Rather than the whole thing being a whole ass song. "12 Minutes in Heaven." Oh, really? You went that route, Mushroomhead? See, what's interesting to me is like, okay, the opening of this song being the way that it is and shit, and yet people still to this fucking day try to compare Mushroomhead to Slipknot. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's no comparison. Right? Yeah, I see that Lotus. I see that Lotus throwback, I guess you could say. And that's pretty cool too. Like, is that like the evolution of their masks? That's what it looks like. It's like a whole evolution of their fucking mask styles. We're gonna put these in on the music video before we sell all the masks on eBay. Okay, get to the point. What are you doing? Is it like the new evolution of the... It's like the evolution of the new version of fucking Mushroom Head, and it's got to be 12 minutes long with this avant-garde opening to show everybody brand new. Although they're being resurrected like the dead, like they're Urukai. Oh yeah, definitely. Like, are we really gonna fucking be in singing in Latin this entire fucking time? Imagine if this is how they open up their fucking show. Yeah, they're definitely a different breed. Ain't no fucking lie on that one. But like the evolution of their masks, that I think is pretty fucking dope and kind of telling. Alright, so yeah, they're definitely fucking making this like a whole ass movie. Okay. Are we gonna get to the fucking song, or what are we doing? Squirrel! That's kind of how I feel. She's looking at a fucking squirrel. There's a lot of unnecessary opening for this right now. Like, I seriously feel like there's a lot of unnecessary opening on this. Clitoris. Clitoris. Mushroom Head Marvel Ultimate Ending. Is this her idea? This is how I envision Mushroom Head now. Oh yeah, definitely gonna be copping a knot jersey. Not gonna lie, I've hit worse, right? Haven't we all though? Are we doing this with like it took 5 minutes of this opening to fucking finally get to the meat and berries of the fucking music video and the actual sound of the song. 5 minutes. Really? Alright, back to the fucking Urukai Deadite chick. like in a way, like they do kind of keep relevance with themselves, but without fucking stepping out of their comfort zone is how I feel. They're not like a lot of the other bands out there that try to fucking stay relevant by like molding themselves into a different genre. You know what I'm saying? Like if they went gent in this bitch, I would be shocked. Let's see. 2 at 10, 10 at 2 is definitely a thing. Waking up in the morning like the horse's head scene in The Godfather and just thankful they speak English. The video production cost $1 million. That for a 12-minute fucking avant-garde-esque opening music video, yeah. Jesus Christ. Let's see. Gent would be shocking, but at least 10% more chub worthy. I agree with that one, Vampira Clown, because I am a fan of the Gent. I love Gent, Meshuggah, and most like, dude, I love Spirit Box. I'm not gonna fucking lie, I love that band. But like, I really fell in love with that Gent style. However, if like Mushroom Head fucking incorporated that, wow, that would probably send me. Um, the like I've noticed like the slow evolution of the Mushroom Head masks because for the most part, like, I believe if I'm correct, every single band member wore the exact same mask for the longest fucking time, except J-Man did a face paint design to a point where you thought it was Jamie Madrox being the lead singer of fucking Mushroom Head, which wouldn't have surprised me. But over time, each band member has like had a specific evolution with each other's masks to form some sort of individuality, and I love that about them. Like they didn't come fresh out the gate and everybody had a fucking had a different mask and fucking like Slipknot did, which don't get me wrong, that's cool, but I think it's cooler that they all started ambiguously and then over time each band member evolved into their own. Like that's long-term storytelling. Mask right here because it's like a play off of the original mask, but like it's cracked down the eye and down the side and shit. It reminds me of Jason's mask in Seven, in Friday 7. I always wear my Slipknot mask when I take a shower. I like doing the Slipknot with the mask. Well, yeah, needle nose is what I think the fans call them. But yeah, like he used to do that shit all the fucking time. I remember what you're talking about. I wanted Courtney LaPlante, a spirit box, to be my next ex-wife, even before I saw her face or body. Fucking, yeah, unfortunately, she's married to the fucking guitarist of, Spirit Box. And if I remember correctly, they met when she replaced the fucking chubby chick in, I Wrestled a Bear Once. Just a little history on fucking Spirit. Once this music stops, I'm stopping the fucking music video. Bitch, you better fucking sing. Bright life goals. For real though. Oh my god, what is this fucking shit? Okay, yeah, you have an albino snake. I gotcha. Seriously? Is this necessary? Gotta fucking play the Ice Queen from The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe? Do not cite the deep magic to me, witch. I was there when it was written. Snake, snake, ooh, it's a snake. We get it, it's a fucking snake. Stop now. Okay, is this gonna be credits or what the fuck are we doing here? Okay, we got 2 minutes left. Is this outro? Okay, yeah, this is fucking credits. Yeah, that's credits. Jesus fucking Christ, a 10-minute music video? I feel like that a lot of that was not necessary. Good song though. Just the music video took for fucking ever. Alright, we got 4 music videos left. Next one we got is Misery, and it looks like he's doing a cover of See You When I Get There. It looks like he's dedicating it to Pac, Biggie, and Pun. So here we go with Misery. Which, so glad to see Misery coming back and doing the damn. Yep, dedication to Tupac, Biggie, and Pun.
Yo. It's to my niggas. Biggie, Pac, and Pun. You heard?
Poor man's entertainment.
Rest in peace, my niggas. Give me that torch. Give me that torch.
I'm a notorious punisher, screaming thug like me against the world, yeah, baby, ready to die. This is capital punishment. Heard
See,
what I
fuck
said,
with
but
this.
I'm going back to Cali now. Keeping my head up, I got all the juice now. Way above the rim, I'm not a player, I just crush a lot, just the way it is. Hail Mary, yeah, mama, I already see more money, more problems, what they said to me. Hennessy, let me see where that bottle take me. I'm fucking you tonight. That's my motto, baby. Off with his hair, you ain't a killer. Yo, why you acting mean? Girlfriend sipping on top.
Damn, dude, that's a fucking cold diss. Big Pun was so obese he was East and West Coast at the same time. What about Easy motherfucking E? I don't know. Maybe Easy didn't have as much influence on Misery as fucking Tupac, Big Pun, and Biggie. Biggie, I know, makes sense because, you know, big up to Brooklyn and homies from the Bronx. Pac, you know, like, Pac was on that other coast, and fucking East Coast really wasn't fucking with West Coast, but there were a few cats that still did, you know. But then you also had, like, motherfuckers like Bone Thugs who were kind of stuck in the middle, you know what I'm saying? And they didn't give a fuck. Without NWA, there would be no Biggie or Pac. True. But you could also argue that, you know, NWA was literally written around fucking Eazy-E. Let's try not to have a fucking East Coast, West Coast war in here, because I do like both of them myself. I don't need anybody to get virtual shootouts going on in my chat.
That's how we roll, give me one more chance. Sky's the limit, now you know. I'm like Machiavelli, here I am, and now I'm gone. Resurrected, I'm right back. Yo, let's get it on. When I get there, Tupac, Biggie, and Paul. I see you when I get there. When I get there.
Okay. Yeah, I like this, the way that it's set up, because it's like, it is a good homage to those three. Only after Cube left.
I ain't mad at you, I get around to the end of time. Troublesome, I need unconditional love, so give me mine.
I mean, in all actuality, I do believe that Pac was actually born in New York, or at least somewhere in the West Coast, or yeah, the East Coast. His family moved to the West. I could be wrong.
You don't know what's beef, just my gangster party. All eyes on me. You won't know who shot you if you fuck with me. Life goes on. This my
Oh, shit. I'm pretty sure that was Puffy.
Going through these changes. I don't know who to trust. I'm off the books this year and super lyrical. Nothing but them crooks.
Okay, yeah, so Pac was born in Harlem.
Just dedicated to the three greats that inspired me. Biggie, Pac, and Pun, forever alive. Rest in peace.
So yeah, in a way, yeah. I mean, obviously, Misery's gonna be a hip hop head in that sense, so he knows that shit. But he obviously understands, you know, Pac, even though he repped the West Coast, he was an important influence in hip-hop. And that's something that Misery obviously understands with this fucking track. So that's the track that they had up on there. But most juggalos know Misery due to the history with Psychopathic. With the Per La Isla album that was released during his short stay there. Thank you, Sicko. I appreciate it. So, like, Misery is a dope fucking catch, and still don't know if it's just gonna be him or if he's bringing all a Spanish side with him. Because if he does, then I get to fucking show some love over to Fuego Flames. Fuego Flames is the motherfucking homie. I don't give a fuck. He is the homie. It was NWA with Cube, then it was Easy featuring NWA before Ice Cube's No Vaseline crushed Easy and NWA. Dude, that fucking line that Cube put out on No Vaseline about MC Ren was fucking that. He bodied that motherfucker for that. And then also talking about the fucking, talking about their fucking manager and shit. Nice. All right, so next track we got Shaggy the Airhead, About Nothing. It's also got DJ Chunk in it. Trying to fucking burn through these last few tracks. Biggie was an edgelord. He had some hilarious sus bars that Gen Z don't realize are Richard Pryor bits. Good point. All right, here we go. Let's check out Shaggy the Airhead. Now, one song that I loved about him was that, you know, basically fucking saying to give a homie a hug.
I ain't gotta brag about shit. I ain't gotta brag about nothing. I ain't gotta brag about nothing. I ain't gotta brag about nothing. I ain't gotta brag about shit. I ain't gotta brag about nothing.
He's got the slur because of the fucking grill. That's what it sounds like. Shit, son. This ain't even real, man. That's kind of what it makes me think of, is like the little poop slur. Show you right. Show you right. I'm like, I just gotta fucking give it shit. You know what I'm saying? I can't help it.
I ain't gotta brag about nothing. I ain't gotta brag about nothing. I ain't gotta brag about nothing. I ain't gotta brag about shit. I ain't gotta brag about nothing.
This sounds like chunk cuts.
Let a fucking know that I'm back. Let a fucking know that I'm cracked. Let a fucking know that I'm mad. Let a fucking know that I'm pissed. Let a fucking know
Like,
about
I'm
that.
wondering, does Shaggy the
Who the fuck
Airhead
saying
do
I'm
his
lame?
own
Who
beats
the
for
fuck saying I'm
himself, or does he
changed?
get
I'm
it
the only one in this
third
bitch who
party
can
through
say that
like
I'm better off dead.
DJ
It's
Chunk and
so
Devereaux?
I ain't gonna lie to kick it. I ain't gonna sign to no bitches. And if they telling you different, you can find Master 10th Street in a white Cadillac dripping like it with fish.
Like, I don't know how deep it goes with them. DJ Lucas, thank you, Trey.
My drug and I found my prescription. I'm driving this bitch to a head-on collision. Cause I ain't gotta brag about nothing. I ain't gotta brag about nothing. I ain't gotta brag about shit.
Okay,
I ain't
dude.
gotta brag about nothing.
Dude, the fucking fisheye lens jackass camera and fucking mixing that with really fast-paced fucking natural born killers camera angle is making me dizzy. Oh my god. There needs to be a forewarning behind that, bro.
I ain't gotta brag about nothing. I ain't gotta brag about nothing. I ain't gotta brag about shit.
But one thing that I really love about, see, I really love Shaggy the Airhead's positivity.
Why you always saying that fuck shit? Why you always jumping to assumptions? Why you gotta tell me I'm something? Why you gotta lie to my face when I ride? Ready to die when I'm pumping. Why you gotta tell him I'm whack?
See, like,
Why you gotta tell him I'm dope?
Chunk got them Dudley Boys on. For real, yeah, he definitely wearing the Dudley Boys on.
I'm the little bro, yeah, you know, lazy and loco.
See, like, I love this trio of DJ Club, DJ Chunk, Shaggy the Airhead, and Devereaux. Like, this is the real triple threat, you know what I'm saying?
I ain't gotta brag about nothing. I ain't gotta brag about nothing. I ain't gotta brag about shit. I ain't gotta brag about nothing. I ain't gotta brag about nothing. I ain't gotta brag about nothing.
They just need, like, another fucking guy.
I ain't gotta brag about shit. I ain't gotta brag about nothing. 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 I ain't gotta brag about shit. I ain't gotta brag about nothing. I ain't gotta brag about nothing.
Now, don't get me wrong, like, I love the dude's positivity. That gator bothers me. I'm not a gator fan. Grin to the grave. See, like I saw Shaggy the Airhead as he was performing, like he opened up for the Three-Headed Monster, you know, for Violent J, Ouija, and fucking Esham when they were doing the Three-Headed Monster tour. And it was funny as hell because of, like, it's such an offset to the Wicked shit when he's fucking rapping about fucking turn around and give your big homie a hug. Which I'm like, fuck it. And fucking ended up hugging Echo Side Fiend and Guido. Because we were all there fucking chilling together. So, like, that's a little sample of Shaggy the Airhead. And you're, like, if you want that positivity tip, you're definitely going to want to check Shaggy the Airhead out. Yeah, turn around right now and give someone a hug. Homie show love, homie show love. Yeah, exactly, Trailer Park. Like, that song fucking slaps. I don't give a fuck. Alright, so we got the next one is The Convalescence with the song Bloodletter featuring Ricky Myers of Suffocation. This sounds metal as fuck. And then they open up with a fucking grand piano. This better have double bass pedal at the fucking break, or I'm just gonna be like, ugh. It literally looks like it's gonna be double bass pedal as fuck the entire time. Give me some deathcore, motherfucker. Okay, we see a lot of bloody objects, but like knowing metal in today's world where it could just be like a cool opening and then it's like the most okayest fucking song ever. This better be the exact opposite of that, because right now it sounds like the most okayest fucking opening. You better fucking blow my lungs out with double bass pedal, motherfuckers. And a fucking... Give me some pig squid. Yes! Yes! Fucking troll metal. Yes. Yes, this is exactly what Daddy wants. Oh, troll and goblin. Okay, that's one thing that I don't like when music videos are shot, is like when you have a voice coming out like that, and then when you're shooting the music video, you're just saying the words normally. And it's like, no, dude, you gotta understand, like, we understand that you have to do something to your vocals and the lip form in order to sound like, you know, like in order to get that fucking guttural growl. You're not going to have your voice be as animated as mine when I am speaking normally. And then have the... You know, what do you think you are, Napalm Death? Stop it. Just stick to your job and dismember that fake body. Wait, how many strings does that bass guitar have? I think I counted only 6. That is not gent enough. Okay, I like the look of this band. Colts! Jesus Christ. Okay, Slaughter to Prevail, settle down. Settle down with that fucking machete. You know you know what the lead singer looks like? This is what those jock motherfuckers get for calling me fat in high school. Now what? I'm still fat, but now you're dead. Come on, give me a solo and put some tremolo in it. The bloodletting. Oh, okay. I like the background vocals being cult screams. You know what that reminds me of? Psycho Stick with with their fucking song So Heavy, where it's just like, you scream high, I scream low. Doesn't that sound fucking amazing? High School Hierarchy is so corny. I don't care. It's funny though. This needs closed captioning. And apparently you don't listen to enough metal, Ninja with a Pencil. I got along with emos, nerds, geeks, and the cheerleaders. Dude, I got along with a lot of people, like at least one person in each social group, and I'm the fucking juggalo. You know? Of course, there was always that one dick that I wanted to beat the shit out of, and almost got expelled for trying. Almost. Can't that guitarist at least sweep once? Do a sweep. Not a single fucking sweep. But that sounded dope as shit. Okay, I fucking like that. I definitely liked that shit. Alright, let's get on our last fucking song, and this is gonna be Gangster Stuff, Thick Edition, by Thick Chris. Now, I believe before I started the Crazy House, I was on the chat for Deck One Dealt, and they watched the music video for this a little bit of it, trying to fucking steal my gimmick. Love you guys. Nevertheless, though, they did watch Thick Chris, I believe. And we're gonna watch it here now too. But we're gonna watch the whole fucking thing. Okay.
That means I'm tough. Better watch out, I'm doing gangster stuff.
What the fuck? Dude, everything about this just screams Froggy Fresh kind of shit right there. Like, look at that. He's got that fucking necklace that says Pew Pew on a fucking Tech 9. Or an Uzi, whatever the fuck it is. One of the two. I can't tell the difference. Pew Pew. Now, like, you guys already know my fucking thoughts on fucking face masks like that. The fucking ski mask sends my piss to a boil. But something tells me that this might be different because it's like the goofy, gimmicky kind of shit, you know?
That means I'm tough. You better watch out, I'm doing gangster stuff. Bitch, I'm harder than a diamond in an ice storm.
Dude, this so screams fucking Froggy Fresh, bro.
Like a Karen haircut, I'm a tough customer. If you think your face is busted now, man, I'll make that thing busting her out.
Busting her.
Through your face, knock you into space.
Dude, this seriously sounds like it was like a rip-off of The Baddest. Like, that's what it kind of... dude's got a fucking cartoon Bondurant necklace? That's dope. Yeah, dude, like, this seriously sounds like lyrics that were, like, excerpted from the fucking Baddest. You know? Even if you had infinity knives, I could punch you up into the air like a kite. Compared to me, Jay-Z is lazy. Plus, Beyonce thinks I'm real cute. It's okay, Beyonce. I think you're cute, too. That's how it comes off.
If you ain't first or last in the heckin' race, facts. No, I ain't Krispy Kreme or some whack-ass meme.
Okay, so apparently I'm wrong in this fucking comparison. Because he ain't Krispy Kreme. Which is what Froggy Fresh used to call himself. I was wrong this whole fucking time. This is completely, utterly, totally fucking different. Because of the bass. Because of the fucking beat, I guess. It wasn't crispy. It was crispy and creamy. Like, yeah, originally Froggy Fresh was called Krispy Kreme until Krispy Kreme tried to sue Froggy Fresh for the gimmick name. So then he changed his name to Froggy Fresh.
I'm a total bad boy. Fuck what you believe. Got a gun. That means I'm tough.
Pew pew.
Better watch out. I'm doing gangster stuff.
Shirtless.
Got a gun. That means I'm tough. You better watch out. I'm doing gangster stuff.
Shirtless. Man nipples. Like, dude, seriously, this does fucking play off like fucking Froggy Fresh type shit. Hey, Ninja with a pencil, there's your captions. You know, tat your chest and not show it off. Very true. I mean, you take a look at my homie fucking Mr. McInhose, like, he got his whole fucking front piece covered up. And he'll walk around shirtless in that motherfucker. Hell fucking yes. That's it for this shit. Like, that's all the nighttime junts. Next week, I'm going to try to watch as many of those other ones as I possibly can for the main stage shit. Oh, yeah, he's got the Fago junts, like, right here on his man titties. Like, you can't fucking not notice that Mr. McEnhose. Because he advertises himself shoulder to shoulder. And then he's got the Fago boys, he's got Fat Kid and Food written on his stomach, the whole fucking nine. I love McEnhose. I hope he's gathering this year. I haven't talked to him in a while, but I'm pretty sure he's gathering. Nevertheless, next week we're going to go through the entire fucking timeline. I'm going to try to set up what my fucking itinerary is going to be when I go to the Gathering of the Juggalos next fucking week. So that way anybody that's actually going will know exactly where the fuck I am most of the time. I only say most of the time because I might change my mind at the last fucking second. You know what I'm saying? So it's going to be based on a lot of the stuff that I've said was fresh, some of the stuff that I thought was whack, what I feel is most important. And there's also a couple of things that are coinciding with each other as to like two shows that I wanted to see, but they're playing off at the same time. So which one's going to be most important? What's, like all the shit. You know what I'm saying? And then after that, we'll try to watch some more music videos next week. We're going to watch all of the legendary stage shit, or as much of it as we possibly can, prior to the Gathering, because it'll be 2-3 days before the official time of the Gathering of the Juggalos. And then after that, it's a busy fucking week. So I'm going to get up out of here. Thank you guys for coming in, watching, participating up in the chat. Midnight Yami, thank you for the super chat. I appreciate you for that. I'm really grateful that you guys fucking come in here every week and kick it with me. But I'll see you guys next week. We're going to get that itinerary done. All right, I'm out this bitch, y'all. Deuces.